everybody, welcome. It's Lady Nakazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into our VTuber Newsy news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. And guys, do you know that I stream on Twitch? Head on over to Twitch, and if you're at work, leave me a lurk. Okay guys, on to our only piece of Newsy news for today. This is Nijisanji EN, and Nijisanji EN is an overseas branch of Nijisanji project, consisting of English-speaking livers. Within Niji, there is a talent named Aster Arcadia, and Aster Arcadia was a male English language virtual YouTuber affiliated with Nijisanji EN's 6-wave Illunia. So, why are we talking about Nijisanji and Aster? Well, guys, a very shocking tweet has dropped last night. This was posted on the Nijisanji EN official X account, and this was posted on July 15th at midnight, so it is a scheduled post. It is literally 12 a.m. It says here, announcement regarding Aster Arcadia. We hereby inform you that Aster Arcadia will be separating from Nijisanji EN as of July 15, 2025, and will not resume streaming activities. Please refrain from directly contacting our livers about this matter. Thank you for your understanding. So as you can imagine, people are pretty peeved with this statement here. Okay, so let's see what some of the people are saying. Mujin says, what about the cooking stream? I've been waiting for so long. Legal Mind says terminated the same day I stopped by the Nijisanji building. Coincidence? Parrot 4chan says they actually just waited for me video to come out to finish the job. AJ Shell says that's it? That's all? Disappointing, but I'm glad he's finally gone. Good riddance. And then this is Absolute Cinema, which, if you don't know, this is Doki Bird, who used to be with Niji, and the way that she was fired was very, very public. But yeah, it's interesting how Asters is just be like, we're separating. Just to give you some context here, why other people have been fired. So for example, Zion Lanza had a D's Nuts joke and was terminated. Selene posted a song that was the last cup of coffee, and that was terminated. Twisty outs the spicy pest, and she gets terminated. But Aster spicy harasses people, and he just got separated from Niji, okay, guys? Like, it's okay. He's just separating. So I think that's absolute huge disservice. It's very dumb. Okay, let's check the quote retweets, actually. This is Rima. It's literally spitting facts here. Rima says, we want the investigation results. Release the Aster files. Yes, honestly. Pontiff says, we're not going to tell you he's a spicy pest. We're just going to let him leave. Our expectations for you were low, but holy F. Right? Exactly. Niji, separating from Aster. He no longer works with us. See ya. Niji terminating everyone else. Yes, facts, absolute facts. Yes. Oh my God. The Expert Armchair says the choice to use, quote, separating should tell you everything you need to know. If you're waiting for a formal statement that provides more information on what was actually happening behind the scenes, I wouldn't hold my breath. The intention is to sweep this under the rug. Yeah, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. They think that we're all stupid here. So let's see what some of the good people on Reddit gotta say. Kami says, it appears the search for ingredients will be an internal one. Shingo Gorilla says, not graduating, termination, but separating. No mention of the investigation either. See, like we're not all crazy. We're all waiting on this investigation because it was something that was promised. So many people are saying they don't understand what happened. So here's the context. Okay, so here is where it all started. Okay, I'm not gonna play this for you guys, but this is where it all started. Okay, so back on False ID's channel on December 5th, 2024, False released an exclusive video. Nijisanji English VTuber speaks out against Nijisanji EN Liver. So I'm not going to play it for you because definitely you should go watch False's stuff because False makes great content. This is kind of where it all started. So False ID presents evidence of Aster allegations. Since that got released, then there was this article that was written up, and this was posted on Siliconara, and this was posted by Jenny Leda on December 8th, 2024. Saying Nijisanji spicy harassment investigation follows Aster Arcadia accusations. So I'm gonna quickly read through this just so you guys can see. So it says following False ID's video. See, so like this is what I'm saying. Like so False's video kind of triggered this whole thing to go into motion, right? So it says following False ID's video discussing alleged spicy harassment accusations against Nijisanji English VTuber Aster Arcadia, Any Color announced that it started a formal third-party investigation. The company stated on social media. So here is the actual tweet itself, right? This was on December 8th. It says, thank you for your continued support of Nijisanji and Nijisanji EN. Regarding the recent controversy, Any Color has determined the following course of action. We have initiated an independent third-party investigation into these issues and will share the outcome with our livers and our community. So this was a promise that they were going to publicly share this information. So you can see it for yourself right here. This investigation will focus on the issues of spicy harassment and unauthorized information leakage to outside parties and will include a thorough thorough review of company policies and their implementation. Based on the outcome of this investigation, appropriate disciplinary actions will be taken and updated policies will be shared with our livers and our community. So here, we are supposed to be privy to this information. Okay. Any color is committed to a safe and community-focused environment free from any type of inappropriate behavior. That's rich coming from them, but yes. For all inquiries related to this matter, please contact Any Color. Okay, let's continue. So this will be a third-party investigation that'll cover spicy harassment and information leaking. Aster's name was not mentioned in the announcement. Even though they didn't say it, they're saying it. Okay. Here is the full statement on the social media from Any Color. While it did not cite False ID's video or Aster's name, it did vaguely refer to, quote, recent controversy. Following the False ID video, which suggested inappropriate behavior from Nijisanji VTuber Aster Arcadia that consisted of things like accusations of spicy harassment towards fellow performers and other individuals, the liver hasn't posted on social media or appeared in streams. However, there were some activities on Aster's accounts. Initially, he scheduled a hand cam cooking stream. If you visit the preview page for the stream, which is embedded below, it now says the new date for January 30th, 2025. We'll get into this in a moment. Video unavailable. But guys, sometimes you kind of wonder, right? Does NIJI even like vet their people, right? Like who was Aster before he was Aster, okay? So let me show you who that was. So this is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit. This is posted by Streetlight. So Streetlight says, hello everyone. In light of the recent spicy harassment allegations against Aster, I made this post in Google Doc to discuss Aster's PL, which is believed to be Xineon. So for those who want the TLDR, says Xineon was a VR chat streamer who does not safe for work VR chat content, mainly Sexy Sunday, which is lap dance not safe for work content. Okay, all right, we're starting off strong, guys. Okay, Xineon was banned on YouTube and VR chat for violating their terms of service. He also got multiple warnings on Twitch. That sounds like a good person to hire, right, chat? All right, after getting banned by VR chat, he then removed his Sexy Sunday content and rebranded as Signia Kuru Lucifer. And it says the announcement video he mentioned was due to violating terms of service. Guys, violating terms of service is a pretty big deal. Okay. The tweet longer, but one of his dancers exposed how he was behind the scenes. Self-centered, narcissistic, condescending, and rude. He had made multiple girls cry on account and blocked people who worked with him after his rebranding. Keep in mind, we will never have the full picture since he nuked pretty much everything, but I hope this post could help paint a picture of what he was like before joining NIJI, which was not good in my opinion. Typical Mento says, do you think NIJI waited so long because they knew Twisty was unusable and would eventually crash out to the extent that they'd have a reason to terminate her? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that NIJI just didn't want to take accountability for what happened, and it was easier to just let him go in this way than it was to actually like deal with the true facts, right? So guys, speaking of Twisty, this is Twisty Amanozako, and Twisty Amanozako was an English language virtual YouTuber affiliated with Nijisanji AN. Okay, so why were we talking about Twisty? Well, guys, the whole reason why this even came to pass, so Twisty had a conversation with someone about what was happening with Aster at NIJI. The person that she had conversations with leaked the information out. So here, remember they were going to do the investigation. They were going to do the investigation for two reasons, right? So, okay, so the investigation focuses on the issues of spicy harassment. That was one issue. And unauthorized information leakage to outside parties. That was the second issue. So this was technically like, it was like a two-tier investigation. So this part where the unauthorized information leakage, that had to do with Twisty, because Twisty was kind of confiding in someone about what was happening with Aster within the company. That person ended up leaking the information, and which is why like this was kind of like a two-pronged investigation. Then, of course, Twisty, who was fired from Nijisanji, she returned to her PL, which was a Delulu Deliria. So she had to release her own entire video. This is essentially a clip from that's been posted on Rainbow Retirees. Essentially, she confronts Aster about his wrongdoings.
I feel like it's kind of weird when you offer to fly girls out. Just in general. I'm gonna get a call.
In general?
Might be famous. I don't know, but don't you think
But it was like a half joke.
I mean, you can't really half joke saying, I'm gonna fly you to Japan, come stay in my hotel. That's not really a joke. Like, I feel like there are some things you should and should not say to someone who is like, because like, she is a really big fan of Nijisanji. You're on your Liver account. I feel like it's very awkward for her when you're saying like, even if it's a joke, which I don't think it is. I don't think, like, you say, my jokes are like unhinged or whatever, but you don't just say, I'm gonna fly you out, and you can stay in my hotel room.
So Delulu did release an entire video, but that was essentially like her confronting Aster. There's been some other people who have had dealings with Aster. This is Kyo Kaneko, and Kyo Kaneko was a male English language VTuber affiliated with Nijisanji en 6-Wave at Lunia. So Kyo left Nijisanji back in January 17th of 2024 and became Quinn Benet. And Quinn Benet is a male English language virtual YouTuber who debuted on March 15, 2024. So Quinn, who was formerly Kyo, talks about working with Aster as well. So it's this video on the Rainbow Retirees website. It says, Quinn reveals his own experience with Aster and explains the tweet.
But I will say what I do know is real. So I already didn't like this person, not because of these allegations specifically. I didn't like them prior to this due to the way that me and them interacted, the way they treated me and some of my friends. We just weren't compatible friends. And I'll be completely honest, since I feel it's not right to hide this aspect of the puzzle piece, I really don't want to talk about this, because if I don't talk about it, I'm seen as protecting a predator. If I do, I'm seen as being messy. So to be honest, I'm going to be as vague as possible. But another reason I didn't like this person is because there were some stories going around and some things I saw where they behaved weird towards women. Okay. Nothing criminal, nothing to the extent of what has recently come out, but I didn't like how they seemed kind of like they would like nag certain women about certain things, or kind of put them in positions to feel guilty, or pounce on like newer members that were in the company and that didn't know about this behavior. Like they were not the most healthy when they interacted with women. And I'm going to be honest about that. I'm not going to cover it up. That was a part of the story, and that's part of the reason why I was also extra triggered and why I had personal problems with them. Okay. And I didn't really want to say this, and this is why I shouldn't have involved myself initially. Like, this is like, for lack of a better term, this is how I would imagine an incel would interact with women, right?
Okay, so essentially, guys, you get the point. Even like male coworkers were like not really having a great time with Aster as well. But wait, there's more. So this is Scarle, and Scarle is a female English language VTuber affiliated with Nijisanji en 6-Wave Alunia. So then these are some leaked DMs of Aster messaging Scarle. Aster says, explain why you even hurt. I said that whenever we're in voice chat. Let me just say, a lot of people want to go into voice chat because sometimes there's no records in voice chat. People can still record you in voice chat. Aster says that you purposely are ignoring me because you don't know what to say. And then Scarle says, Aster, I'm sorry. I'm just overwhelmed by everything. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I forget everything. I'm just overwhelmed by the messages. I don't know what to say to you. That's why I didn't respond right away. I'm not ignoring you. I just don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Aster says, sigh. Look, my intention isn't even to hurt you. Why would I? My intention is to let you know what has been bothering me, which is the whole voice chat issue and the convo at attention centering. But if this is too much for you, then I'll just keep my distance in terms of my personal feelings. Ask me how my day was or what I'm doing, how I'm feeling. I'll keep it short and sweet, then not elaborate any further, or I'll just keep to myself. Oh boy. Scarle says, I understand. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to act better in the voice chat to make sure you felt included. I care about you and I still want you to tell me things. And I'm sorry, Aster, I keep making you feel this way. Aster says, I mean, is that it? Am I supposed to be like, oh, no problem, and just go on with my day? I want you to legitimately understand how I'm feeling and me hoping for some change. But if that's the case, I shouldn't have even said anything in the first place. You can kind of get the vibe here that like Aster's really trying to make Scarle feel like guilty. He's very like manipulative.
Or kind of put them in positions to feel guilty.
I want you to legitimately understand how I'm feeling and me hoping for some change. Rich coming from this guy. Okay. But if that's not the case, I shouldn't have even said anything in the first place. Maybe I should just treat all of this as a job. And why connect with anyone? Because why bother, right? Am I not going to get a response to this? So now I'm being ignored for saying how I feel. MK, I'll be sure not to be too personal again and just not tell you or anyone what's bothering me. I'm here, I'm available, but don't tell me to respond when you don't respond back, please. Seriously? LOL? You're purposely ignoring me? And then he has a screenshot of her reacting to something. Wow, holy moly.
Or kind of put them in positions to feel guilty.
This is the same top I expect from a teenager who doesn't know any better. Aster is a grown-ass man. That's true. Okay, pulling it back to the task at hand here. Aster's stream constantly got delayed, like his cooking stream. He couldn't find the milk. His ingredients got stuck in customs. So yeah, so that cooking stream is Jover. It's definitely not happening because you're like, oh man, Lydia, are you sure? Can you go to his YouTube channel to confirm? Oh yeah, guys, sure, I can confirm. Look at this. Oh, is it wiped? That's right. Yes. So Niji has gone to task and they have wiped both his YouTube and his X account. They are gone. You can see here. I mean, I will say this. Sometimes Niji does give the option to remove their stuff. So it could have been that Aster asked for it. We don't know for sure. But given the situation, likely they just did a wipe just to keep safe. So this is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, posted by Otoshigami, and it says, in the end, Delulu, and brackets Twisty, has finally won. So this is posted on Delulu's X account. It says, in my lane, flourishing, cute cats at every angle, daughter debut soon, real, piowing all day, piaovi day, being able to afford anything I want to do for my fans and my rent, no problem. Lulu bros, is this winning? Rodolivian says, the girl is ruthless, laughing my ass off. So this says, not even just women, crying face, knowing that they can celebrate their anniversary and every anniversary and project afterward in peace without having to ever work with him again. It makes me feel so happy for them. Feel the Basis says, Niji fans can hate this person all they want, but the livers will forever be grateful to her for exposing Aster's behavior. So this is the thing. This is the problem, right? Like the whistleblower will always get the most hate, but it's so necessary. Whistleblowing is so necessary. It takes a lot of bravery to do. There's definitely a lot of pushback, a lot of lines in the sand, so to speak, with management, with friendships. Like it takes a lot of courage to be a whistleblower. That's for sure. Kasuru says, honest question. I just wanted to see the Aster news. Ain't Twisty the girl that said racist things? I mean, I understand being under pressure, saying stupid stuff. I never blamed her for that, but I feel like I lack info. What's happened? Yeah, so this is like two parallel problems were happening, right? Definitely Twisty has said some controversial things, but also Aster was a spicy harasser. So two things can be true at the same time, right? I have Niji sister stuff to show you guys. Don't worry. Here's one of the Niji sisters here saying, it's sad all of these things happened just because we kept asking you to collab with other livers. If I could turn back time, I wish we just kept our small but close-knitted circle. But it is what it is. I never regret spending my time and money on you. Please be safe. Bye, Aster Arcadia. Bro! Wow. I'll miss sleeping and waking up and you're still streaming. I'm sad you decided to leave, but I understand. Arcadians, thank you. I'm proud of being part of this small community. Osucadia, everyone. Wow. Oh, yeah. There's still people supporting this person. I don't know what's in the Kool-Aid over there, but okay, we're gonna, don't worry, I have more Niji sister stuff. Don't worry, guys. I mean, one would think this is a clearly black and white issue, but apparently not according to the Niji sisters. So this is Liz, and Liz says, I might have taken breaks because I was tearing up every time, but I tried. Hashtag Aster Arcadia. All right, let's take a look here. I will always cherish the fond memories we made together. I will miss staying up late to watch you grind Apex and falling asleep to finding you still streaming after I've woken up. Average Arcadian experience, LOL. I miss how Arcadians would break into song in sync whenever you'd start a sentence, how we would get the silly sometimes. We were always grateful whenever you would give us ASMR streams. Really appreciated it as someone who struggled with sleep. I never forget Asta Magic either. Was very surprised to see you pick up magic tricks. From the moment you debuted, you caught my eye. It was Oshi at first sight. You and the Arcadians gave color back to my dull life. You guys helped me push myself to do things out of my comfort zone. I want to better myself and be more outgoing. I hope I represented the Arcadian name and community proudly. Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, I've always wanted to spread nothing but positivity and kindness. After all, when I came out of lurking, I remember how sweet and welcoming everyone was. I just wanted to return that and give newer people the same kindness that I was given. I mean, yeah, like, listen, like, there's no doubt that definitely you find community in the VTuber sphere. However, I don't know if this is the right one. So this is another Dear Aster Arcadia. Wherever you go from here, I truly hope you'll be happy. Thank you for everything over the past 2 years. I will always love you. And then this is an Aster cutout. Okay. Guys, please please keep in mind, I know that the Arcadians probably feel some sense of loss, but this guy is an alleged spicy abuser. And it's not someone who was done dirty like Doki, okay? Like, it's so frustrating because, like, you genuinely feel bad for the Arcadians because they lost their person. They lost their Oshi. But the Oshi was a bad dude, okay? The Oshi did some bad things to a lot of people. For some reason, the Niji sisters are not processing that he was let go for dark reasons. It wasn't like a, oopsie, oh, I released a music video early, or oopsie, I said D's nuts. Like, he got removed because of spicy allegations. Think of all the people who didn't come forward, okay? Think of lives that he's impacted in a bad way. A bad way. It sucks when your Oshi is gone. However, consider that maybe your Oshi wasn't the person you thought they were. I'm just putting it out there. Chat, we're just gonna have a quick chat here. Nijisanji is a black company, okay? Nijisanji is a black company. How much more proof do you need that they are? They've done lots of bad stuff. Why are we still supporting this company? Is my question, right? This is bad. This is all bad, guys. If they had released the investigation, there would have been at least a little trust restored, right? Just a little bit. But the fact that they're letting him quietly go in the sunset is very cowardice. It's very cowardice. And guys, here's where the danger lies, okay? All right, so like not to be like a, like conspiracy theorist, but here's where the danger lies, right? If we're being real, he is probably going to reappear in the VTuber sphere. Allegedly. Guys, I mean, this is alleged, obviously. Please don't sue me. I have no money, so don't sue me. Okay, anyways, so allegedly Spicy Predator essentially gets to walk with no consequences at all. The consequences are he's no longer with Niji. Is that really a consequence or is that a win? Right? I mean, given how Niji treats their people. But yeah, guys, we need to keep an eye on this because he is going to reappear. People like this will reappear in the VTuber sphere. So this is something that we have to keep our eyes peeled for, okay? Okay, so we need to keep vigilant on, one, if he's going to reappear, and two, why are we supporting Niji? Why are we doing it, guys? Why is Niji still one of the top 3 VTubing agencies when they treat their people like trash, when they treat their fan base like trash? Why are we still giving these guys money? Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to go over to twitch.tv/LydiaVTuber because I really need your support there. I just need to, I'm so close to the 10K. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care.